share the video with your friends that also like ASMR. It's always good to, sharing is caring, they say. And yeah, so I'll be eating this, and I'll also be whispering about a video or rambling about some abstract concepts. It's going to be a little bit of a chattier type video. But I'm also going to be giving you a rundown of a show that I've been watching recently. And I also have my soda, so. Okay, 2:17. I'll have to make a note of that. Now, this pizza is wobbling, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when I eat it. Hopefully, I don't mess with it. So, I've only made one pizza video on this channel, so I figured might as well go ahead and make another one, round out the content a little bit more, So, if you've been following me for a while, I may have mentioned it, but in case I haven't, I really love sitcoms. If you watch me for a while, you would know that I really love sitcoms if you've been watching me for about 6 months or so. And if you didn't know that, I probably didn't mention it enough. But I'm really into sitcoms. Now, this particular show I'm talking about, it isn't really a sitcom. It's more of a drama, but it plays like a sitcom. It might be a sitcom, because sitcom just means situational comedy, but it's not shot in the same camera style as like a Full House or, How I Met Your Mother or something like that. So, when I say it's a sitcom, or this show I'm talking about is based off of a sitcom, a pretty popular one if you guys have seen it. So the sitcom's called Big Bang Theory. And last year, I watched all 10 seasons of it. I believe it's 10 seasons. I watched all 10 seasons of it. Well, because one, I was recovering from surgery. There's nothing else better for me to do. And two, everyone said it was bad, so I really wanted to see if it was. Because I like sitcom humor. I can either be overcritical or really charitable towards sitcoms, usually. It depends. Now, being as how I am a nerd, and I like nerdy things, I really like this sitcom. But the sitcom isn't what I'm going to be talking about. The show that I'm watching now is a spin-off of that show called Young Sheldon. I'll explain Big Bang Theory first, for those of you who may not be in the loop. And for everyone who's in the loop, bear with me. Big Bang Theory is a sitcom. So if you're aware of like Full House, that 70s show, Friends, Family Matters, those types of shows, Big Bang Theory is a type of show like that, where it's about a bunch of nerdy guys who are, one of them's an engineer, one's an astrophysicist, and then there's two physicists. One's theoretical and one's experimental physicist. So it's about a group of friends that are really nerdy guys. They're not good with women. And it's the relationship drama. And one of the characters on that show, he's a theoretical physicist. His name's Sheldon Cooper, and he is a really neurotic, which just means like he has a lot of phobias. He has a lot of things he's very particular about. He's very OCD. But his biggest thing, I don't know how to describe this otherwise. He's a little bit socially autistic in the sense that he really doesn't get humor. Well, he understands humor, but he doesn't understand like sarcasm. And when people make certain facial expressions, he understands like being upset and things like that, but he doesn't get subtext through conversation. Like, he doesn't understand it. He can't pick up on that. He's too analytical. That's the joke with him. And so, because of that, and because he has like, to put it in perspective for you, he has like a bathroom schedule. He makes a roommate agreement with the person who's the experimental physicist that lives in his house, or that they live together, with a bunch of ridiculous rules. Like, he's very quirky, right? Everything, if there's a rule for something, the idea is like, well, he has a lot of rules for different things. The most obscure things. He's scared of the most obscure things. So that's kind of the rundown on Sheldon. So they made a spin-off show of that with the characters that you meet in the Big Bang Theory show, but as children, because they're all younger. And in Big Bang Theory, Sheldon's dad is already dead at that point. Spoiler alert, but it's not a spoiler really. But in Young Sheldon, they cast someone to be his dad, and you get to see how I'll tell you everything I love about it, but you get to see their family dynamic, and you get to know about a character that you only heard about through the show. So, it's a really good show. Excuse me. So I'll tell you the first couple things about it that I like. There's not really, I can't think of anything that I don't like about it. As I'm talking, I'll be thinking about it, but there's not a lot of things I don't like about the show. I really, really like it. And I'm a sucker for this type of humor. I might just be someone who really likes Chuck Lorre's version of humor. I don't know if he specifically writes the jokes, but he produces the... in the beginning it says that the show's created by him, so he produces it and stuff. It has the same comedic timing too. Like, sitcom timing. It's different than this type of show because it's more like a, I don't know how to really describe it. Like, just it's like a regular show type of camera versus like a sitcom camera. And the flows of the episodes are different. So, in the beginning of Young Sheldon, the thing with Sheldon is he's really smart. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he's really freaking smart. So the big thing in Big Bang Theory is like he considers himself morally superior. Sorry for you guys who are molding. Like, why didn't you mention that? But one of the things is he's really smart. Like, he's so smart. Like, he's hyper analytical. Is kind of the thing. mention Big Bang Theory like I'm the next phase of human evolution. Excuse me. I'm the next phase in human evolution. That kind of thing. But because he's really smart, he graduated high school like at 11, and then he went to college at 11. Skipped through grade school, elementary, all that. You know. So it's this. He's really super smart. And that's the thing in Big Bang Theory. You're like, oh yeah, you're smart. But no one wants to be around you because you're a pain in the ass type of thing. So they show that in Young Sheldon. And they show it really well. They're able to kind of display like, okay, these are the the childlike qualities. They draw a lot of parallels to the obviously Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. But what I really like about Young Sheldon is you don't have to be a Big Bang Theory fan in order to watch it. You don't. You can literally. I would urge you though, watch all of Big Bang Theory because I would say watch all of Big Bang Theory because a lot of the jokes they make, there's a lot of references that you don't get. Now, not jokes in the show. Like, now, if you want to watch Young Sheldon, this is something that, like, kind of a spoiler. But, you know how he always says, I'll give an example, like, one of his catchphrases is bazinga. Whenever he says something funny or does something funny, or he pranks you, he says bazinga, and that's one of his catchphrases. In one of the episodes. So, Sheldon's mom, highly overprotective. I'm in season 4. I'm almost at season 5, and this lady, the character, I love Mary as a character. The actor, I mean, the actress, she's doing great with the character, but at this point in the show, I'm getting annoyed at her because she's like really overprotective for no reason. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, but in the show, Big Bang Theory, the show is based in Pasadena, California. However, Sheldon is from Texas, and this is a big thing in Big Bang Theory. So, when they go to, Young Sheldon, he's in Texas. He grew up around a lot of, it makes a lot of jokes about the education system as far as, like, not that it's not that great, but he's so much smarter than everyone else. It makes them look dumb by comparison. But, like, it's not like it's a small town in Texas, so it's not supposed to be, like, the highest level education, highest quality, you know what I mean? So, guys going to high school, one of the most annoying things is he's constantly, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought, but I remembered. Anyway, so, what I was saying is, you guys are like, Ryan, slow down, you're all over the place, I'm sorry. I ramble. I told you it's gonna be a ramble. So this, basically, Sheldon's mom is always concerned about him because she wants him to grow up normal, or as normal as he possibly can. Coke Zero. Coke Zero sugar vanilla, really good. Try it. Yeah, so she's always worried that he's gonna be like socially isolated, and she worries for his developmental health type of thing. So they're really concerned about it. So, basically, Sheldon, because of that type of thing, Sheldon's like, maybe I should start acting more like a kid. So he goes and does all these practical jokes. But I think he goes to the comic book store and he sees this area in the comic book store where it's like a bunch of practical jokes. And at the very top of it says Bazinga. And he's like, if it's not funny, or if it's funny, then it's Bazinga. And that's where he gets his catchphrase. He does all these practical jokes on his family. And then, that begins to be his catchphrase. There's one episode where he goes to visit Caltech, which in Big Bang Theory, that's where the university that they all work at is Caltech. So you get to see the cafeteria where and he's like, oh, I would love to go here someday. So it's just like, there's a lot of good references in it. But something I really love about Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, one thing I really love about it is this. So in Young Sheldon, one of the biggest sticking points about Sheldon in Big Bang Theory is that he doesn't really have a lot of empathy. He doesn't know how to exude a lot of empathy. He doesn't really know how to connect with people. And it's because he's super logical. He compares himself, if you guys watch Star Trek, he compares himself to Spock, who's like devoid of all emotion and just hyper analytical, and the most logical choice is always the best choice. And that type of thing, like, super utilitarian type aspect. But for Sheldon, there's a lot of situations he gets into in this show. And I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who wants to go and watch it. Like, I'm not going to spoil it any further. I've spoiled it thoroughly enough. But I'm not going to spoil it any further for those of you who may want to watch it. So this is more of where the review begins, without the spoilers. But so there's a lot of situations he gets into. There's a lot of social dynamics. And what I love about this show the most, what I love about this show the most is they're actually tackling real world subjects. They take a lot of subjects that are really, that are pretty realistic. It's not like you're gonna watch the show and be like, that would never happen in real life. No, if that kid did those things, that specific situation 100% would unfold that way. And that's not a super big prerequisite for me with shows, but I really like when the situations seem realistic, even if there's an unrealistic aspect or an absurdity to it. I like to believe that could actually happen given the circumstances. And that's what I love about sitcoms, because even though sitcoms are very absurd, they're very realistic. They're just really dramatic. That's what makes them comedies, is like they're really dramatic with their actions. And that's what makes the situational comedy sort of, and this isn't really a situational comedy, but like, it's not a sitcom in the same sense. What I'm saying is it is situationally comedic. I guess you could say that about a lot of things. But Young Sheldon, it's all about dealing with big problems. Parents fighting, divorce. Now, I'm in season 4. The biggest message I'm getting from this entire show, I was about to call it a movie, this one message I'm getting is don't have kids don't have kids too early. Don't get married because you're pregnant, and don't have kids too early. And cherish the relationships that you have with your family. That's what I'm getting from it. But if you guys have watched the show, let me know in the comments. It's really good. Especially if you like the Big Bang Theory type of comedy. And if you like how they tackle big subjects. Young Sheldon. They make a lot of jokes. I wouldn't say it's appropriate for kids. But I'd say if you have like preteens or something like that, it's appropriate for them. And I only say that because I don't know if people think of Young Sheldon if they look at it. Oh, this is a family show. Well, I'll let our kids watch it. Like Big Bang Theory, you would not let your kids watch it because they literally make like sex robot jokes and like sex doll jokes in that show. But in regards to Young Sheldon, it's way more family centric, and because it's more family centric and family oriented, it's more, the inappropriate jokes are more like they're more cloaked. They're hidden. They're not like they're not in your face like Big Bang Theory. So, that's the sort of thing. I've been watching it recently. I've been binging it. What I love about Young Sheldon is that the pacing is awesome. The pacing doesn't feel like you're bored. It's really addicting, and there's 20 episode seasons. I think the lowest amount of episodes they have in a season is 18. What show does that nowadays? Like, we all get like 6. Let me know about this too if you guys got this far in the video. Are you guys pissed off that like most shows that come out that are new now, you're only getting like 6 to 8 episode seasons? Like, specifically I'm calling out Disney and like Marvel shows. Like, what do you mean we're only getting like 6 episodes of this for a season? I get that they're hour-long episodes, but come on. With 20 episode seasons, 20 minutes an episode. I am still getting I'm getting slight in one season. I'm still getting more storytelling value. Because even though the amount of time spent is around the same, I'm getting more storytelling out of those 20 episodes. You get what I'm saying? Like, because in one episode, a lot of things can happen, but if you're watching the same episode for an hour, you're gonna get bored. Even if it's the same amount of story told, you're gonna get bored and whatnot. Did I say told? I meant told. I thought it was muted, but it wasn't. Editing Ryan is gonna have a lot of fun with this. So yeah, guys. If you've seen Big Bang Theory and haven't watched Young Sheldon, or even if you haven't seen Young Sheldon, or even if you haven't seen Big Bang Theory, and you want to give Young Sheldon a shot, I say go for it. I'm 4 seasons in, and each season there's been a situation where I've really wanted to cry. I didn't because I'm a man and I'm toxic, but I'm just kidding. No, but I didn't. There have been really moments where I was almost choking up. Like, dude, they are giving some really hard hitting, like emotional family drama that's making me feel like, whoa, dude. Like, whoa, dude. But no, like, that's insane. It's a really heartfelt show, and I love good storytelling. You know, there's a lot of storytelling value in a lot of shows, and the better that is, the more I like it. Like, I don't need my shows to have a lot of drama and to be that interesting, as long as the story is really impactful. I like action movies for action, but I have to be in a specific mood to watch like a Fast and Furious or like a Marvel movie, to watch action for action's sake. I need a story that I can latch on to. Oh, I love Marvel movies. I mean, the recent ones have been garbage, but I love Marvel movies in general because of the storytelling that they used to do. But nowadays it's just bad. Storytelling is not great in these new shows and new movies even. So, you know, guess we'll just have to take it in stride and whatnot. But that's all the time I got for today. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Always, like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. That's great. If I'd always appreciate and I love your guys' support. If you become a channel member if you want. But thank you guys for watching my videos, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.